We will go on the record in the matter 0908 PJ, in re the paternity of Chase Dosh. Appearances for today's purposes are the parents are appearing by video conferencing in Polk County Court. This court appears in Burnett County. And now my computer's not working. Well, they're both here and we're ready to go. This is, I believe, mother's motion. So you can, so I do have Miss Christine Vogt here today, as well as Cole Dosh. Ms. Vogt, you filed a request, a motion for contempt, because it is your allegation and claim that Mr. Dosh has failed to abide by the court's orders. Ms. Vogt and Mr. Dosh, I'm going to please have you raise your right hands. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do. Yes.
All right. Ms. Vogt, you may begin and inform the court what you're seeking and why.
So I'm seeking sanctions to be issued, or to figure out what those may be. Cole's not using the Our Family Wizard app or responding within 48 hours. And I did attach on my filing that there was a lot of never viewed messages for a whole month of just never logged in.
There was a lot of unviewed messages in the, I think she said month of August.
Well, when I filed this would have been month of May.
In May. Is that all?
No. He did not pay the $130 by 3/12. He did pay it on 4/24, but I had to message him and reach out to him multiple times to even get the payment. So he didn't do that by the deadline. He never worked on Chase's car. I bought all the parts. I've contacted Cole multiple times for other issues with Chase's vehicle, asking for help. We couldn't figure out what was wrong with it. Cole never came out. He would just say, okay, and that was it. He did not help contribute to paying for parts, to help put parts in. I even sent parts with Chase to his dad's for the weekend, and Cole would tell Chase that it would be done at my dad's house. Cole, I put an expense into Our Family Wizard for Chase's windshield replacement. Cole agreed, he selected it, he agreed to, or accepted the expense. And then he put in there that he paid the expense outside of Our Family Wizard. I have not received that payment, nor have I received a check stub, anything like a money order, certified mail. I've not received like anything saying that this type of payment was even paid. On the app, it tells me to go in there and it says that it is unconfirmed, and then there's a box that says that I'm supposed to select confirm payment, but I've never received the payment, so I have not done anything with it. It's still not paid.
So what is it that what did you say wasn't paid?
The windshield replacement.
Okay.
That Cole agreed to pay. Also,
all right, and I understand you're giving, so I guess maybe you're just giving me a quick breakdown of what you're asking for, but I'm not hearing anything that I can make a decision on. I don't know how much the windshield replacement was. I don't know any of the agreement that you reach with Mr. Dosh, but you can continue as you are doing if you wish. This is your burden to prove.
Okay, well, I guess. So the expense for Chase's windshield replacement, would have been half, so the total amount was 280. So I was asking for 140. And that he agreed to, it was never paid. And then we agreed that freestyle and Greco wrestling is outside of the school wrestling season. And that we would pay, each of us would pay half of that.
He agreed to do that?
Cool. Yeah.
Yes, he agreed to pay 1/2 of that wrestling fee.
Yep, outside of the wrestling season for the school.
So you had a conversation with him and said, Cole, we need this much money for this freestyle wrestling. Do you agree with this? Are you gonna pay this? And that was a conversation?
He said, I'm not paying for the whole thing. That's a shared expense. I'll pay half for sure.
Okay, when did he say that?
April 28th. Yeah, April 28th. At 8:42 p.m.
Okay. So what is the expense for that?
For all of the wrestling, his half would be $296.55. He has paid $42.50 towards it. So the original balance was $339.05, but he paid $42.50, so the remainder would be $296.55.
Okay,
So I guess for not paying the 130, the sanction was 5 days in jail. I mean, yes, he paid it, but he didn't pay it by the due date, and it said directly to misvote in a money order or cash. And he did not pay it until 4/24.
okay.
Chase's vehicle, it says failure to abide by this order shall mean that.
I know what my orders say, Miss Vogt. I wrote them. I can read them. I understand what they say.
So I guess I don't know what the sanction should be for not working on Chase's car. I have $1,300 in parts into his vehicle.
You have $1,300 in parts
Yeah,
and you have a list of all of those parts?
yep. And Cole tells me that it's contempt if Chase does not have a vehicle to get to his house. Now Chase doesn't have a vehicle at all, like he burnt the motor, like broke a bunch of more parts in it, and I don't have the money to keep trying to fix it. Now I am trying to find him a different vehicle. I guess at this point, I'm just asking for help to get him a reliable vehicle that he can drive.
All right, so there are 4 things that you're asking for, or you're saying Mr. Dosh is in contempt. Not using the family wizard, not paying the $130 on time because he was, I don't know, 20 or so days late, not paying his half of the windshield replacement, which he has stated to you he would do so, and also because the court ordered him to fix Chase's car, and not fully paying for his half of the freestyle wrestling.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, now, do you have any proof to back any of this up?
Yes.
Okay, then you probably want to go have it marked, and you probably want to use it as an exhibit.
I don't know how to do all that.
Then you go, Madam Clerk, can you please mark this as an exhibit? And then you go have a seat, and then you tell me what each exhibit is and what it means.
And then I just bring up the other ones that you need to mark. Yeah.
And I know we had technical difficulty, that's not your fault. So I will give you a few minutes and kind of push my calendar back, but I can't give you too long because I do have a loaded morning calendar. All right, so you have exhibits there that you have had marked, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead and testify and provide me information as it relates to those exhibits and why they're important. And then when you're done, the proper thing to do is to say, hey, Judge, I offer these, do you accept them? And then I would need to ask Mr. Dosh, but I'm not sure from the clerk's perspective how long it's going to take to have them uploaded, or if I will get a chance to look at them during this hearing. So I don't know.
Are you
Yes,
asking
I
the
was.
clerk?
Yes, I'm asking the clerk.
Typically, we do that after. I'm not
Okay.
the juvenile clerk,
That's
so.
totally fine. I will pay attention. I have an excellent court reporter who takes everything down, and I have real time. I'm good to go. Miss Vogt, you may proceed.
Okay, so exhibit 1 is Chase's vehicle. So I'm not sure how, it's all the receipts of all the parts that I have put into his car. So wheel sensors was 160 or 186.88.
I'm gonna stop you right there. All the parts you put into Chase's car, and that would be after March 4th, 2025?
March 4th.
That's the date of the court's order.
Oh. Yeah.
Okay, continue.
So do you want an itemized list of what these are?
You can briefly go through it because I will have a chance to review it afterwards. And with that, I'm not going to be able to make any decision here today because I need to look at those.
Okay, so wheel sensors, a caliper, the power steering pump, and fluid, rotors, brake pads, water pump, a bleeder screw for the caliper, a cleaning kit for parts of the engine and the windshield, and it totals 1,316.84.
All right. Are you asking the court to receive that exhibit?
Yes. Would you receive this?
Mr. Dosh, have you had an opportunity to look at those receipts?
I guess not all of them, because most of that, she's like, I'm not looking for you to pay it, as long as.
I'm
you
just
can help."
asking yes or no.
Oh. No, not all of them, no.
Miss Vogt, please provide that to Mr. Dosh for a quick review. All right, you see all the receipts that she's providing?
Yeah. Yep.
You have any objection to the court receiving that exhibit?
No objection to receiving the exhibit.
Received. Ms. Vogt, you may retrieve the exhibit and then proceed to exhibit number 2. Just a reminder, when we're done here, Ms. Vogt, you're going to need to ensure that the clerk has those documents before you leave, okay?
Okay.
All right, exhibit 2.
Exhibit 2 is the contempt payment showing that it was paid after the March 12th deadline.
All right, you're offering that for the court?
Yes.
Mr. Dosh, any objection?
I have it on my family wizard here, or whatever. It says that I paid.
You're gonna have
130.
your opportunity to argue, to
Oh,
tell me
okay.
that she's
Okay.
wrong.
Oh, objection to, no, I guess no objection.
It is received. Next exhibit.
Exhibit 3 is wrestling. The dates that he wrestled, it shows the money that I transferred to Chase's bank account for gas. The cost of state, the cost of his singlets, his USA card and state.
All right, has Mr. Dosh seen those things?
I uploaded them to our family wizard. So
All
that
right, briefly show him the exhibit, and you can stand there while he looks at it briefly. Does that all look familiar, Mr. Dosh?
No.
But you see what she's trying to offer to the court? Again, you're gonna get your opportunity to respond.
Yes, I see it.
Any objections?
As far as receiving it and seeing it, no.
It is received. Next exhibit.
Oh, it's crap. So then well, there's a part of 3, I guess. So when I put these together, I put everything together. So I have a page that has the wrestling part on it, and then on it, like not reading the messages.
Okay, I'm sure I can figure it out. So that's all exhibit 3.
Yep, I'm gonna stick it in 3 if he wants to see these extra pages.
Probably should present them to him for review. Any legal objection, Mr. Dosh?
No.
Received. Next exhibit.
That's all the exhibits that I have.
Excellent. All right. So what else would you like the court to know briefly, Ms. Vogt? Or have you basically said it all?
Basically, it said it all.
All right, Mr. Dosh, you are under oath. You may provide any response you wish to provide and give the court testimony and any other evidence that you have. If you have evidence, you're going to need to mark them as an exhibit, just like Ms. Vogt did. If it's on your phone, you're going to have to turn your phone over to the clerk and I'll keep it for a year because otherwise you should have come prepared. Mr. Dosh, your testimony, please.
My testimony is, well, the windshield, I guess I don't have any evidence of it because a lot of it would be hearsay. Besides this, owing her that 130 by March 12th on my family wizard, I paid it on my side. It said
Just
that
so
I
you
paid
know,
it.
I'm not your lawyer and I can't give you legal advice, but I did hear you say a legal objection of hearsay, or you were objecting to you actually putting in your own evidence. If it's a conversation between you and Ms. Vogt, that's not hearsay.
Well, there's no proof of our conversation is what I'm saying, so.
All right, that doesn't matter because you can still testify as to any oral agreement that you've had, if you've had one, unless you're telling the court you never had a discussion with Ms. Vogt.
We've had many discussions outside of our family wizard about most of the things that she has provided to the court as far as evidence. As far as fixing the vehicles, I was working on Chase's vehicle at my own house. I was told that she didn't need help with the money. She just wanted me to help fix the vehicle. There was multiple times that I did help or that they would call me while they were working on it and said, we got it, don't worry about it, kind of a deal. And so I was under the understanding, and I have told her many times just to let me know if there's anything I can do. Until then, I'll just let you guys, do your thing with it. There's been many times that I have given Chase money on the weekend, almost every weekend, for things for his vehicle, for driving, gas for his vehicle, or any maintenance or fluids that he would have to put in his vehicle. Which, I mean, I guess I never got receipts for it all. I just would give it to him and said, keep your truck running, pretty much. I offered to fix his exhaust, which was really bad, which I'm pretty sure is why his motor went out, and they said they would do it, and then for the longest time, they didn't do it, and that's why his motor blew. That's why he needed most of those parts. It could have been prevented if they would have just said, yeah, okay, go ahead, fix his exhaust leak. There's many times we've had conversations outside of our family wizard about his wrestling and like the paying for his food and the gas to get there, which I have given him money for such things, and then got a receipt from Christine saying that I owe her money for it. There was a time that he had his money, he wouldn't even take money from me, he was already gone to state. I even messaged him saying, are you sure? I'll give you some money before you leave. He said, no, I got it. Well, then Christine sent me a receipt saying that I owe her this much money. There's a lot of things said between us outside of our family wizard that we have tried to agree upon. And then I find that she's still trying to get me for contempt on most of those things. So
I'm going to stop you right there.
Yep.
You're saying a whole lot very quickly.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so what I'm hearing from you is that you've had multiple conversations with Ms. Vogt outside of using our family wizard. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Ms. Vogt, is that correct?
No,
You've not had any conversations with Mr. Dosh outside of our family wizard to discuss any of these matters?
no,
You've had no conversation whatsoever, no text conversation, no conversation while at a wrestling meet, no conversation while seeing him in a grocery store. You've had zero oral conversations with him?
I do not see Cole besides court.
Okay, all right. So, Mr. Dosh, Ms. Vogt is saying you never talked. You never spoke outside of her using our family wizard.
Yep.
So give me testimony. When you
I
think
guess I
you've
don't
had
bother.
Conversations, what day did you have these conversations? What did these conversations consist of?
I couldn't tell you, it seems all kind of one big blob of nonsense. I couldn't tell you, I don't write things down like that, I don't record things like that, because I always give in to feeling like we could get along.
Mr. Dosh,
actually.
you're giving me a
Well, I
lot
don't
of
know-
excuses. You're
I
just
don't
telling
know
me a
what
lot
you
of
mean.
things I don't need to know. What I need to know is when these conversations that you say happened. You don't have to say June 1st, 2025 at 12:32 p.m. You don't have to say that. There should be something that should trigger in your mind when you had a conversation. If you think you've had a conversation with Ms. Vogt, then about the windshield, something should trigger that. Like, we were at the track meet and she came up or I came up and then we talked.
It was over phone calls, and there was nothing that triggers when it was, probably within the last couple months. We have talked over the phone while she was working on the vehicle. I talked to Pat, her boyfriend or whatever, even, while they were at her dad's, working on the truck. And that's when I offered to come and help, and they said, don't worry about it, I said, if there's anything I can do, let me know. I don't know exactly when, but it was not that long ago, a couple different times. I don't know, I could probably go into my phone logs or call logs and see if it's still there. But I
So
would
what
have
I'm
to use that.
hearing from you is while Chase was over at Miss Vogt's home and perhaps probably fixing some things or having someone fix some things, you were on the phone with Chase and then with Ms. Vogt talking about what you agreed to do?
Yes.
Ms. Vogt, has Mr. Dosh ever called Chase and or you while you were working on a vehicle or buying stuff for the vehicle? And did he have any conversations with you about what he should do or what his responsibilities will be?
July 11th, we were working on Chase's vehicle. Chase called his dad and said that we were having troubles with his vehicle and asked Cole to help. That same day, I sent Cole a message. We are working on Chase's car today. We are struggling. Like, could you help us figure it out?
So you were not honest with the court? Because I
That was
asked you,
through
have
our
you had
family
any,
wizard.
stop talking. Have you had any conversations with Mr. Dosh outside of our family wizard about these matters? No.
No.
You literally just told me twice you did. Literally.
I
Messages.
messaged him.
You
Our
sent
family
him
wizard.
text messages, correct?
Our family wizard message. I have it right here.
So you've never sent him a text message?
No, I use the app. Even when I called him, I used the app.
Chase called me and then she was talking to me over Chase's phone.
All right, so if you've used the app, there should be documentation. So in that, he's responded?
He said, okay. If I could submit this to the court as an exhibit.
So he's using our family wizard, just not as much as you want him to.
We were asking for help. And it was okay. So Chase called him. I didn't call him.
Windshield, wrestling. How did you get the answer for wrestling?
Our family wizard.
So he did respond on our family wizard.
Yeah.
So again,
Just
he's
not-
just not responding as much as you want him to all of the messages.
Right. Chase has to have surgery. I messaged Cole. Still have not got a response. He has to have his wisdom teeth removed. We have to have a consult. I said, Cole, what day works for you? No response.
Or no day, none day. You take him.
It's surgery and we have.
If
joint
he
custody.
doesn't want to be a active participating father, he doesn't have to be, because if he wants to be a terrible dad, he can do that.
My insurance will not cover it. That's what happened with the braces. Cole didn't go, my insurance won't cover it. Then I bring the bills to Cole. I didn't agree to this.
You wanted it.
So then what happens when my insurance doesn't cover it and I'm stuck with the bill and I give it to Cole and says, I didn't agree to this.
Well, then you go to court. You go to court and you file a motion and you say, Chase needs to have this done. Chase needs to have this done. I'm not hearing from Mr. Dosh. And the court says, all right, okay, or no, you can't. That's an elective surgery. That's a this. You then have to go to the court. So, Mr. Dosh, do you not agree to have your son, Chase, have his wisdom teeth out?
No, I did not agree at all.
So you agree?
Yeah, if he needs to get him out, yeah, absolutely.
What other surgery does Chase need, Ms. Vogt?
He needs braces. And
I believe we've already discussed that. That's been a court issue already.
Yep, and it says to come back to court for it. So now it's on
He doesn't
hold.
necessarily need braces unless a specialist, an orthodontic specialist says his jaw is so out of whack or his bite is so bad, he's getting TMJ, those things. Braces, they're cosmetic. So if Mr. Dosh doesn't have the money or doesn't want to pay for braces, then you cover it all if you want that cosmetic look of the teeth. If you can't afford it, Chase will grow up. If Chase wants braces, Chase will figure it out. You either pay for it yourself or you wait and let Chase do it.
Okay.
Again, you're there for Chase. Mr. Dosh is not. It seems like he is avoiding his responsibility at each and every turn. So, Mr. Dosh, what else?
What else as far as,
So you agreed to pay for the windshield, correct?
yeah, for half of it.
Yep, and you agreed to pay for the freestyle wrestling, half of it, correct?
Yep, for the one, I don't know, yeah, yep,
And Ms. Vogt is stating that you paid the $130 late. She says you paid it by April 24th instead of March 12th. And you say there's a different date?
yeah, it's 3/12 at 11:30 PM.
And you have proof of that
I do.
in your phone,
It's on my,
I'm gonna guess?
yeah, it's on my phone.
Why aren't you using the Our Family Wizard app more?
Because she'll use it to bicker at me and I have nothing to say to her after she does that. That's why I say, okay. 'Cause a lot of it is just her yelling at me about stuff. I use it as much as I need to, per court order. But yeah,
I'm gonna tell
otherwise,
you guys, you do not communicate at all, and it is awful, and it is terrible, and it is bad for Chase.
I agree.
Neither one of you are being good parents, neither one, as it relates to these things. I don't know what messages are in Our Family Wizard because I don't. I don't have them. No one's presenting them to me. The court's supposed to get those things to determine, yep, Ms. Vogt is, all she's doing is bickering at you. Or are you kidding me, Mr. Dosh? She's asking for you to help support your kid, to help him have a better life. So, but I can't make that determination. And I can't say, Ms. Vogt, you need to stop, you need to be straight to the point of what you're asking for or what you need. Or to say, Mr. Dosh, buck up, be a dad, be a co-parent. I have nothing to go off of here. Okay, so that's what I'm hearing. Last statements from both sides. Ms. Vogt.
What?
You have nothing else?
No, the only thing that I was gonna say is I attached on exhibit 1 that Cole saying that he made that $130 payment on 3/12 at 11/31 under the windshield. But it was an unconfirmed payment. It's
Okay.
an exhibit,
I'll be able to see that, right, in an exhibit?
yes, exhibit 1.
Okay. Mr. Dosh, anything else from you?
No, just that it says payment made, 3/12/25, 11:31:59 seconds. Payment made usually to me means that on my side, my payment was made, the money was taken out. I don't know where else it would have gone.
Mr. Dosh, since I
Yes,
cannot
ma'am.
make a decision here today because I need to review all of the exhibits,
Yes, ma'am.
today is Tuesday. I'm gonna give you until Friday to be able to provide that to the court for review. But if I don't get it Friday, I just have to go off of what you're saying and what's been provided by Ms. Vogt. So you have until Friday, this Friday, which would be August 15th, to provide a document and file it in the case, okay?
I understand.
All right. Anything else, Mr. Dosh?
No, Your Honor.
All right, so what the court is going to do is I'm hopefully going to get all of the exhibits and hopefully I will get them all by Friday. If I don't have Mr. Dosh's by 4 p.m. Friday, it's not going to be considered. So I'll look at everything on the 18th and I'll get a decision out very quickly, or I will set it for an oral ruling so that I can speak with both of you as to why and where everything is going from here. All right, so please have that in by Friday and make sure, Miss Vogt, you have all of the exhibits to the clerk before you leave, okay?
Yes.
Thank you.